senses are raving.
Okay, there we go. How we do, chat? Doesn't count if you spell correctly. Hello, chat. How do we do? Where's speedrun? There's gonna be no speedrun today. It's just gonna be regular map making live stream. I don't really feel like playing Minecraft right now. The Big Boney. Hello, FE2 Rot. How do we do? So today's kind of a big day, but not really. It's a big day internally for me because I've been working on Luxurian Caverns, and I might play a little bit of it here in a little bit, but also I get to work a little bit more on Windswept Boreal and show you guys some of the progress, because I understand that there's been some concern about gameplay measures, and I'm trying to work up on the quality of gameplay, and I'm trying to work on making it a little better. With, like, adding new, you know, like, not boxes, but, like, adding new, like, obstacles and everything for players to go through. And I've been enjoying it a little bit. This looks solid. 1.5 out of 10. Oh, you're so funny, huh? You think you're so hilarious, huh? New boxes, thank you so much. Yes, it's amazing, right? You guys love boxes. I know you guys just can't get enough of them. So I'm gonna try and do a little bit more like environmental detailing. Like I might try and get detailing down like here, or I might just continue off with gameplay here because that's kind of the more important thing, especially with how things are going. Hold on, let me get my face cam up and running. Let me make sure. All right. Let me clean that off.
Summer is here.
Boo! Ads, bro. I need to actually get an ad blocker. This is ridiculous. You use Windows 10, I obviously have to support you in this map. Duh. I mean, there was a time where I was considering moving to Linux, but I don't want to go through all of that technical guru and all that to, like, open up an application. I don't want to write, like, 20 lines of code when I want to open up, like, Studio. I'm sorry to everyone who's disappointed a little bit in me not wanting to do that. It's just the way it is, I suppose. 0.307. Not too sure how that got there. You know about Azur Lane? Irrelevant question, but I want to know. I'm not too sure. It seems very, very, very vaguely familiar, but I'm not remembering anything. New voting map in the works. Guess this map is a normal or easy difficulty. I hope it's a normal difficulty because normal is so underrated. It is an easy map. It is a remake off of a older map. An older Twitter highlight, I should say, which is Whatsup Burreel. I was like, yeah, this map would be fun to, you know, go through and remake, so I decided, fuck it, why not? Just dropping by to say hi. I'm not in my home state right now, so I won't be watching the full stream, but maybe in a few days I can stay longer. Alrighty. Also, hello, Ajax. How do we do? Oh, Whatsup Burreel remake? Coolio. Yes, indeed. Very cool. A lot of... Well, it's more so a rehydrate than anything else. Which means you're going to see me play Whatsup Burreel a lot. Like, a lot. But, unfortunately. If I had the map model, definitely would make my job a lot easier with remaking it, but I don't, so... On the other hand, hold on, let me do something. I need to mute a GC. Alright, there we go. So, you need to remake as a dumpling map, a real isle. You're so right, I need to do that. You're actually so right there. Okay, so... we're gonna have a replay through a lot of this. I should also probably turn my FE2.AO down. Today's plan for live streaming is going to be that I'm going to do a little bit of Whatsup Burreel map making, and then probably move on to Luxurian Caverns, because I want to drop an update here sometime this week, if I can. It's all going to be up in the hands of the composer that is working on my OST for it so far. So green, haha, yep. Okay, wait, so this is the part that I need to pay attention to. So that button was supposed to kind of be like that windy area, so I'll make like a thing up here. I got really dry on releasing the map, mostly because I got interested in game development. FE2 got boring, to put it simply. That's fair enough, honestly. Okay, so you kind of have to, like, go up here, then make your way through here. Okay. Okay, I think I see it now. Oh. Oops. Wrong map. That's Luxurian Caverns, by the way. FE2CM Rehydrated is real. We got Core and Overdrive by GGG. I'm just gonna call him GG. And now when Super Real Rehydrated, so peak indeed, on God. I just really wanted to remake this, I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt like it was a really underrated map, while also having a lot of potential to it, so I was like, fuck it, why not? Is original version not yours? Yeah. I don't have the original version. I only got permission from Circuiture to remake it. I never did get the model for it, which is fine. I can remake it by hand. It just makes it a little bit more difficult. But I did get permission from Circuiture a long time ago. Like, a long, long time ago. let's see here. So, oh no. I'll update the model as well here in a little bit to, what is it? To showcase some of the gameplay. All you gotta know right now, because I know a lot of people are going to say it, is that it is still work in progress. Gameplay is still subjected to change. I am trying to change some gameplay up. It's not going to be really easy because, you know, with it being as open as it is. I wonder what other map could be rehydrated in the future. Maybe Thermal Base, Disco Disaster, or Heavenly Bastion. Smash that unsubscribe button. Absolutely not. You better smash that subscribe button right now, or else you might just get banned. Yeah, I said it. Amazing Fopdoodle reference right there. Say it's like this big. But no, I figured I might as well entertain the community a little bit more, considering that it has just been dry as shit within the community. Like, there has just been legit nothing going on within the community. Oh yeah, that's right. W Phony. On God, I'm a massive W. Fuck, where is it? I had a, like, wind thing. There we go. I wanted to use this here. For my wind. Here, because honestly, this doesn't really look good. Valorant 6-7, Valorant 6-7. You should force Slobzak35 to stop playing Valorant and update the game. I can't do shit, okay? He's not even playing Valorant, he's playing Dolphin. No, he's playing Super Monkey Ball right now. Venus, don't forget the Nebula's plan term. But I'll have to look at some of these other remakes and, like, determine if I could remake them. It's a whole process, but I really wanted to do this one because I just really like this map, and I feel like which was the revamp of Planet Nebula. What is it? Like I was saying though, I just wanted to remake this one because I like this map and I think it's really underrated and honestly kind of forgotten about, so let's see here. Let's say like 0.6. Let's say like 0.8. Axioms a W. I love Axioms. OST, I can't lie. WOST. But, no, what is it? I am thinking about doing another map as well. I've been thinking about doing another crazy map. Or another, like, collaboration map for more modern times, because the only collaboration map I've done so far that isn't, like, a highlight or, like, a here to stay update thing is, Fungal Grown Kingdom. And Fungal's cool and everything, but that was near 2 years ago now. It's coming up to 2 years now. I also want to do a remake of one of my old maps again as well. But no, I really wish, like, we'd get like, at least a confirmation or at least like a little sneak peek into the next project at the very minimum, right? And see what we're getting into. That'd be really cool. Or at the very least, at least implement the new highlights in the system and remove like the old ones now. Because we're climbing up to like not 5 months now, but we've had our current highlights for 4 months, and don't get me wrong, I like most of them, but they get real stale and stagnant for being in the game for 4 months. Kind of like when Splendid China Wall and TMOT and all the other ones, the December 24 highlights stayed in game for like 4 months, right? Wait, which map? Is it Oceanic Odyssey? Because I'm gonna be completely real here. No, I don't. I don't care, Squarespace. Fuck off. Yes. Hi, hello, June. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I say this, it's honestly devastating that we haven't gotten any, like, most of the 25 highlights at least become a CM perm. And the reason I say that is because, what is it? Is because most of the good highlights were, like, in the second half. We, like, here's the thing. April's was fine. June's was fine, but August and October's were pretty big W's. I'd say, actually, it just gets progressively better throughout, up until you hit October. I'd say October's slightly worse than, what was it, August? Yeah, August. But August even then was pretty good. Or, even then, October's was really good. The Oceanic batch was so peak. No, really, it was. Like, you know a batch is really good when your worst map, quote-unquote map, is a, like, A-tier map, in my eyes. Like, that's how good the batch was. And now we're most likely going to get some terrible batch because they're running out of maps. Well, it's not even that. It's just that, like, okay, here's the thing. The batches we do have are really cool and everything, but I don't think Coolzak proactively updates models for maps, right? So that they can, like, once he reaches out to you and you send like your RBLX or you add him as a collaborator or whatever, right? Like that's it, I'm pretty sure. Until your map gets added in as a CM perm. Or until, you know, whatever the new system's gonna be like. Otherwise, you are just sitting with an old model that's not up to current data or updated. It's like if, like, Niveus Echoes, as example, were to be the next batch, and, like, let's say they picked it out fucking March, right? They picked Niveus or Niveus Echoes out, and now we're in June and it's still not updated, but Niveus now has like a new OST, it's got new detailing, obviously new collaborators, new gameplay, like a bunch of new stuff, right? It's like if that was to happen. And it's just like, well, what the fuck? I see why Sub-Zero and Outrageous Outback Remastered want to get added. I may see Sub-Zero getting added in if I glint my eyes a little too hard. But yeah, I don't really think that OOR is going to be added in considering, well, A, it's a 6.8, and I'm pretty sure Coolzak wants to at least get a base perm in. Another, like, base perm that's higher difficulty in before we get another, you know, fucking 6.8 added into the game. Not gonna lie, we need to teach inexperienced map makers how to properly map make. We need more better quality maps again. Yeah, just like my maps here. I'm just a peak map maker, clearly. People need to learn from me. Hold on, let me see something here. More like teach them how to waste time. Here's the problem, right, is that inexperienced map makers are only going to get that experience by making bad maps. I mean, it'd be the same for me, right? Like, I made a bunch of really either mediocre, subpar, or terrible maps before I finally got my rhythm down, and even then, some of my more popular maps that are older still aren't, like, you know, all that popular, right? Or they're not all up to date. So maybe they're gonna let us update maps. FE2CM wasn't updated for CM perms because of a small slip up and Zach rejected it afterwards, but I've seen Zach say that the issue of it not being updated would be fixed with the new CM update. So maybe they're gonna let us update maps. I would probably imagine that it's gonna be something like the Here to Stay update. Where, like, after 1 week, or after it was released, there was a bunch of bugs that were found, and like, okay, Coolzak was like, okay, you guys have X amount of time to fix your bugs before we drop the next update. And then after that, you know, we can't, you know, update the map anymore, right? I'd imagine it's probably something more similar to that, or more akin to it. But, because I honestly don't see how they're going to, like, be able to pull off an update where they constantly allow, you know, maps that get constantly updated in real time. I honestly do not see how that's gonna happen. Yeah, but we need to like, make a proper update, adding new versions and all that. Yeah, that would be really nice. I will say, I just don't think it should be an automated thing, because in that case, you're gonna get, like... The thing about it is that if we have, like, an automated update thing, right? Hold on, I'm trying to think. So the thing is... I'm trying to think, I'm sorry. So the thing is that when we have, like, automated updates for, like, you know, maps, CM perm maps, there's, like... God knows how many people you have to account for now. I'm talking about the main team leads who actually have the idea to update it. But, you're gonna get a bunch of people that are going to, like, probably update their models and have, like, shitposts or make it harder than it is. And it's just the whole thing. We seriously need Whatsup Valley V2 to replace V1, man. Well, even, okay, I'm not trying to be mean or punch down on X Cyber by any means, right? But even then, I don't think the new Windswept is all that amazing. Or not Windswept. Peaks. Valley. I think I said Peaks on accident. Here's the thing with Valley is that, like, it's cool. I'm gonna turn the music down in game. It's, like, cool and everything, but it's so much different from, like, what people know Windswept Valley to be now. And there's still, like, I just don't feel like... Like, I definitely think it's better than Windswept Valley, but Valley has this, like, certain peculiar feeling to it that V1 has that V2 doesn't. Also, take in mind that I think X-Cyber didn't really fix anything in the detailing department, being that this map feels really stuck in the 2023 era, or being stuck in whatever era he's kind of pursued it to be in, which is more so his, like, 2022 style. And that it's just, like, terrain-wise, it's like, yeah, sure, he's updated it a bit, but, like, there's still the same trees, there's still the same stuff. It's just the whole thing to me. Nope, okay, I went the wrong way. It's the same trees, same fire spot, same campfire stuff, and, like, it's like, yeah, sure, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but these trees are really outdated. I will say this part was fixed drastically, though. That, and then you also have to account for the fact that if that is to happen, then Paradoxium's gonna lose, you know, essentially his credits for the map. Which, I mean, we've had Unyielding Dusk situation happen before, but still. It's just like, it still sucks that it happened, especially considering that Paradoxium doesn't really work on FE2 anymore. I think he's moved past it now. I like the trees, but I get your point. Well, here's the thing. If it's like a gameplay perspective, it's like, okay, cool, the trees are nice and everything, but I literally made better trees. I'll even show y'all. I've made myself better trees in, like, Medieval Slums V2, and that map is like a month, or not a month old. It's like 2 years old now. Let me find him real quick. It's under place 3, I'm pretty sure. Where is it? Don't tell me I deleted my... Oh my god, I think I might have actually deleted my thing. I could probably just load it in. Okay, well, that sucks. Let me look through my files here. Medieval... There we go. Give it just a second. It's like, I don't know how many instances. Okay, right, so it's like, okay, we have this, right, and it's like, ignore the color of the grass here. Like, I made these trees, and these trees I think look better. Right? And this is, mind you, all the way back from, like, 2024. Like, I've made my standing trees, I made these trees, right? It's like, I think, overall... Overall, I just think, like, there's better trees that he could have taken, or at least updated his details. And he's just literally copy-pasting old details from, like, 2023. The whole point of, like, a V2 or so is to make it look better and to make it, you know, play better and feel better. And I think he's done a good job in, like, the playing department. It definitely does play a little bit better, but I don't think it's better, like, detail-wise. Outside of, like, some of the details that he also took from other maps that he's made. Which is fine. I do it all the time, but still. That archaeological fire spot, I noticed looked cool. Is that a scrapped map, or are you still possibly going to work on that map? It's scrapped for now. I was thinking about converting it over into like a crazy map. Let me see here. Where was it? Yeah, right here. Hold on. Give it a minute, it's gonna load. But this was a map from like all the way back in 2023. It's like you spawned at like the top of here, and it was a collaboration with a bunch of people. I had Arid, I had Nathan, I'm pretty sure I had Finn at one point. I also had Axmat. I had Cinnabon, right? But obviously Cinnabon's deleted his account since then, but it's like you drop down from here, right, and then you go all the way down here, and then you like do a wall jump over into this area, press this button, right, as a blank to like here, and a little bot from down here would rise up and jump through the gameplay here. It's a whole thing, and I don't know if I have... Actually, let me check real quick if I have it saved still. I might... Okay, no, I guess not. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere. OMG Cinna. But no, I was thinking about maybe, like, remaking it. But, the part you're looking at is, like, this spot here. Oh, okay, cool. My PC just turned off. No! What are you doing, PC? But the problem with it is that it uses a lot of meshes as terrain, so if I'm going to remake it again, then I'm going to obviously have it be less, you know, meshes, less stuff, right? Arid helped with, like, this part here. There's, like, this giant, like, guy that you had to climb this, like, little thing on. Climb up here and then get on this thing. You right into this, like, acid over here, and then you run over here and then jump on this, like, crane here and then jump on here. Go up here, and then it'd be, like, the end here. That was the whole gameplay of it, but that's been scrapped ever since then, because I'm not really the biggest fan. Well, it's not that I'm the biggest fan of it, it's just that, like, a bunch of people just moved on and the map just kind of fell off. But yeah, ever since then, you know, Senna kind of, you know, doing all the things he did kind of solidified not wanting to work on this map, or really any other map that he worked on as well. Snowy Frost, yep, Snowy Frost. I don't think that map's coming back, by the way. It's got such a whole, just really long and convoluted, like, history to it now. And I'm pretty sure Coolzak is just, like, essentially, I'm pretty sure Coolzak got a hold of it, and he's like, okay, cool, since you want to act this way, we're not going to add the map in. You guys are impatient. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it's here, right? Not sure. I know this message was posted yesterday, but will this include a Thunder Shoreline and Snowy Frost, since I think they're done updating or done bug fixing for Thunder Shoreline's case. Not sure about Snowy Frost, not very happy with how they painted us for not adding it back when they didn't reach out to us. Thunder Shoreline can be added to, though. It's a whole thing, so I don't think it's getting added in, which, I mean, it was opted out. Okay, that was... that makes sense then. I mean, it sucks, and it really does suck that they decided to, for whatever reason, remove it. It's so obvious he's trying to find an excuse, lol. Well, here's the thing, is, like, I definitely understand why he wants to remove it. at least now, but the thing is that why was it even highlighted in the first place? Because there was a time, you have to think about it, throughout, this was a time where not only the Fury of Boreas was out, but you also had the Ancestral, Frostbound Ancestry, right? I don't care. Right? It's like, not only was the Fury of Boreas out, but you also had Frostbound Ancestry out, and both of those were arguably better than Snowy Frost, so why did he even decide to highlight it in the first place? I'm not too sure. I will say Medium is pretty cool. He's a pretty chill person. I like Medium, personally speaking, but it's like, why egg it on? That's my thing. Why egg it on? Especially for a collaboration with, like, fucking, what was it, like 10 people in it, right? It just sucks. It's a whole situation. OMG, what reason it sucks? Okay, but I mean, the thing is, right, is that just because it sucks doesn't give it a good enough reason to be like, okay, yeah, this map's not going to be added in as a CM perm, because there's a bunch of other maps that suck as well that are also CM perms. Or at least suck in my opinion. That and then the other issue really does come into the question about, like, subjectivity when it comes to, like, maps as well. So, I mean, there is that as well. But I'm not saying I disagree with you guys. I definitely do think it's a shitty map. I cried when Snowy Frost was removed. Yeah, it's because you guys knew that you weren't ever going to experience the peak. You're such a rage baiter. Yeah. Yeah, Frost. Actually, let me see something. I can play Snowy Frost on live because, well, A, it's been cancelled since then, but also B, I don't care. Okay, Chad, you ready to listen to the peak OST? This was the map. So it was much better detailed, and the lighting wasn't actually atrocious and just freaking garbage. I'm not too sure why that's deleted. There was detail there before. What, how? I have a teleport function. If you look outside of a barrier and click anywhere on, like, a part, you can teleport to that part. Despite the fact that you're technically trapped in the confines. And the barrier apparently wasn't thick enough to not stop me from going out all the way with my camera. But no, I'm gonna be honest with you, I tried the best with what I had, and it's just... I'm sorry, guys. I tried. I really did try with the best of what I had on hand with me, and it just wasn't enough, apparently. Look, there's me. But I did a lot for this map as well. Why was it even made unplayable like this? It's a whole thing. There's so many great maps to add to main game, but I never understood why Zach never chooses these maps as highlights. This is my favorite map now. I feel like Snowy Frost would have been better if it wasn't just called Snowy Frost, like Fork Fountain Kitchen type map name. Shake my head. You're so right. You're actually so right for that one. The whole reason why it was found to be unplayable was essentially some of the people in the GC that I'm in, for the Snowy Frost development, essentially threw a fit and just said that this map's never going to be added in, because, mind you, this was like a year after it was highlighted, right? So it was about like October or November when this message was sent. They're like, this map's never going to be playable, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure they just ended up updating the thing, right? They updated the model to just make it unplayable, which is fucking stupid in my opinion, because for legacy reasons, I say it's stupid. I always want to be able to preserve my maps no matter what. Well, the maps that are currently in, you know, that are ported over. There's quite a few maps that I'm just not even going to bother trying to port over because it is just not worth my time to port them over. Sorry to the 5 fans, or to the, like, 2 fans of your Acropolis. It's just, I don't want to work with that map. Right? Or sorry to the, like, 3 people that really wanted to see fucking Deep Sea Grotto get ported over. Bonnie, I'm a fan, please, I cry. Rename to Frozen Snow. Nah. I think I'm actually gonna just make a map called Grassy Grasslands instead. Nah, I'm gonna just make a map called Grassy Grasslands, you know? I think that'd be more peak. Do I do another slide here? I don't care, Dark. I don't care. Grassy Grasslands, try not to laugh challenge. It's that one, Jonesy meme, don't laugh. It's that one meme. So it's 1.5. Hold on. I'll read your guys' chat here in a little bit. Lol, why slide? Why are we adding slides in an easy? You're acting like that hasn't been the consensus since 23. Retro Coast literally has like a multitude of slides in it. There are literally slides in Retro Coast, and that map was released near 2022. It is only like a baseline 23. Hold on. Actually, we're gonna... You know what? I'm going to go into here and show you that there are slides in easy maps, because you guys are being a bunch of stupid dummies. No, it doesn't. What? Yes, it does. There's literally slides in that map. Since when did Retro Coast have slide beams? I'm pretty sure they have slides. Okay, you guys are like gaslighting me or something. I swear to God, there are slides in that map. I swear to God, there's slides in that map. And if there's not, then I'm sure there's like an easy map with a slide in it. You guys are low-key like actually gaslighting me right now. Hold on.
Makes it easy to find.
First off, I'm pretty sure there's slides in this map. Last I checked. Wait, am I actually wrong? Is there no slides in this map? I thought there were. Oh, no, okay, it's just this jumping platform thing here. Okay, my bad, Gain. I thought there were slides in this map. Unless there's, like, more to come. Okay, never mind, chat, never mind. I'm being stupid right now. My bad. Kane. Oh, man. I thought there were slides in this map, though. What the hell? Wait, hold on. Ban him? No, it doesn't. What? I thought... Okay, I swear to God, there were slides in this map. At some point, I thought there was. I'm sure, truly, there must be slides in this map. Right? Yeah, where do I go? Oh, I gotta go up here. Also, why is the part just, like, very abundant and, like, you can see it clearly? Is Chud 100 minus 100 aura? Shut up, bro. Shut up. I thought there was. Is there... Okay, wait. Is there any map that does have slide beams in it, though? In an easy? No easy gut slides, I checked. Not even the, what is it? Not even the, like, CM perms do? Don't think. Endgame doesn't... Don't think so. That's strange. Well, I mean, I guess there always is room to introduce it in some area. I mean, here's the thing. I don't care about slide beams being introduced in easy maps. I checked once because I wanted to add slides in the easy ones. Okay, here's the thing. I don't think it's that big of a deal to add slides in an easy map, okay? That's just me, okay? I know that's really controversial and everything. I don't think it's a big fucking deal to add slide beams into the map, considering that, like, there's maps like Aeroflow that have spinning wall jumps in an easy. So, I mean, I think we're fine. I think we're fine, Gain. To add, like, a little thing that is as easy as the click of the E button here. You see this button? Yeah. Oh, this button right here. You see this E? I think it's fine to, you know, have a map that, you know, has, like, 1 or 2 slides in it. There's literally an auto slide feature too, lol. Well, not just that as well, but there's also, like, literally as soon as you get close to, like, a wall jump here. Okay, probably not here. Hold on. Do I have it on? Okay, I do. I don't know which fucking map. We'll say Oriental Grove, because I'm pretty sure there's, like, trusses in there. But there's, like, literally little pop-ups and indicators that show, like, hey, you can jump on here, or you can, you know, this is supposed to be a climbing platform, you know? So I think we're fine, Gain. I think we're perfectly fine and normal. Yeah, see? We have literally a thing that says the climb, so it's going... I'm pretty sure it's the same with, like, slides. Nevertheless, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, I don't think I've seen that many slides in this game. Or I don't think I've seen slides be utilized all that much in this game. And I mean, I kind of understand why they're not utilized a whole lot, because they're very niche, but, like, you oughta think that there'd be more maps that would, implement in slides, right? I'm pretty sure they do. I think I've seen sliding have context tips to them. Let me find a map that has sliding in it. Doesn't Aquatic Reservoir have slides? I'm pretty sure it does it not? Actually, I don't think this one does. Nope. Damn it, dude. What about Ducky Hills? Does Ducky Hills have sliding? But no, I'm gonna be, like I mentioned, though, I think the argument needs to be made that sliding really isn't a prevalently, big thing in the game. Like, I know Ignis has it, obviously Luminance has it. It was, one of the big difficulty curves in the game. And I can't lie to you, it's actually kind of a creative difficulty curve as well. Low-key. In Classic Canyon. Jesus. Okay, I guess sliding is just not that prevalent in, just about any of the fucking maps. I feel like sliding fits better in normals. I mean, sure, but they gotta be introduced at some point. Oh, shit. Cool. That wasn't my fault. I didn't even press my spacebar down. It's like a glitch that FE2's had for a while. You could add slights into harder, easiers, though, but that's just me. You know what? I might bump it up to, a 1.7 then, if that's the case. I'm pretty sure Sedimentary, yeah, Sedimentary has a slide in the map. I know it does at the end. Yeah, see? It has a context clue here, see? I should have gotten that lost page. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the case with, zip lines. Oh. No, never mind, not zip lines. I know it's the case for wall jumps, trusses, and sliding. If that's the case, I might just change the difficulty of Windsweeper Reel to, a 1.7, because, yeah, sliding is kind of, a little... Oh, I went the... Okay. Okay. That's not my fault. Jim forgot to add an invisible barrier to... Noob. That's not my fault. Jim forgot to add an invisible barrier to the bridge. Sure, man. That's not my fault. It's not my fault. This game... what is it? My finger slipped. I was eating KFC and my finger slipped. This is really good. These waters. I gotta lift a lot of these walls up.
In order the products your team depends on around the clock. Because when boxes are packed, pallets are stacked, and trucks are waiting at the dock.
The fuck you mean this water's good? It's like flavored water. It's clear American. Technically clear Canadian. It's just the American knockoff brand of it. This is Mandarin juice. See? I got... It's so good. It's so good, chat. Of course it is, bro. Holy American. Fuck you! What is that supposed to mean? Ultimate. You know what? At least I'm not British with my fish and chips. Ultimate. This is why you're 5 million pounds. I'm like 100 and... I'm probably like 180 pounds, which... In all fairness, that's probably not really a good weight for someone who's like 5'7", but... I don't care! I'm not even British. I'm not even British, what? Did I say you were British? Ultimate? No, I didn't say you were British. Stupid. God, you're so dumb, Ultimate. Oh my god, you're so stupid, Ultimate. I never said that. You're gaslighting. You're gaslighting. Gaslighting Ultimate over here. Do you even listen to CM map OSTs while you work? No, but not particularly. But I do listen to like Ultra Kill OSTs while I do my work. If I'm at like home doing my chores, then yeah, I'll do that. The thing is that I would listen to like FE2 OSTs more often while I'm at work. If it wasn't for the fact that I live in a state where old people are very prevalent, and I don't want Granny over here with her 6-pound fucking chihuahua in her purse telling me, well, day we actually listened to fucking the Beatles instead of whatever this EDM crap is. And then I have to crash out on Granny and run her over and hit her with a bazooka. I meant during FE2 map making when I said work, by the way, sorry. Oh yeah, I listened to it. I do listen to it. I just don't feel like listening to it right now because I've listened to a bunch of the OSTs. Actually, I was just listening to Maelstrom's OST on my car ride back home because I went to Walmart today to pick up some items. Oh, this is the really old OST. Wait, what about new? How many views does the new one have? It's like half. Darkseid Force TV1 really sucks, honestly. Repetitive. Yeah, but you gotta give it props for what it was. It's kind of like one of the first innovators to the music genre for FE2. Listen to some Liquid Breakout OSTs. How about I listen to the sound of your mom talking to me? Your ultimate mommy ASMR. That would get 1 billion views within the first 20 seconds right there. How about that? How about that? Huh? Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay, I'm not listening to this version anymore. No wonder you're put up for adoption. Okay, fatty. Adopted fatty. Fatty. No parents. How about I listen to a Nanga Ranga instead? How about that, chat? Ultimate ASMR vid when? No ultimate ASMR video. Ultimate's mommy ASMR video when? Wait, hold on. Hold on. We're gonna listen to this, chat. We're gonna listen to this. What did you send to me, Ultimate? You know what? At least I'm not British with my fish and chips. Ultimate. You know what? I'm pretty sure I was talking about something else, Ultimate. You fucking dunce. You fucking chud. For real, you're so funny, Boney. No idea what that is, but sounds like a good time. You could say something like that, yeah. Okay, so that's really high up. Holy. Phoning, try not to say straight IQ slop challenge impossible. An IQ too high. No, like how Germ looks when he's making poop. This is me making sleep, and it's that one guy stirring the pot. With the chocolate in it and everything. Sleep stream? No. I never said anything about a sleep stream. I never said anything about sleep stream. Did I say anything about sleep stream, chat? I was about to say something. I realized you guys were going to take it out of context. Because you guys are a bunch of chuds. Unfortunately. Yeah, I heard it. No, you guys are talking out of your ass. Look at my last live stream, okay? Look at the title of it, okay? Okay. Did you see this title? That's gonna be the same answer I have now. Sleep stream is stupid? Exactly. But these chuds really want to sleep stream. For some reason. Not too sure why, but they do. Okay, how about a Minecraft live stream? Maybe at another time. I just don't want to do Minecraft right now. It just doesn't sound like a good time to me right now. But you promised in the highlight server, though, your display name? My display name was changed. That doesn't count. My display name was changed, bro. MC update tomorrow. So I play speedrun. I mean, I guess, man. Doesn't... Okay, remind me again. Isn't, like, some of the new stuff in the MC Minecraft update, like, sulfur, so it's like the gas cloud thing? Because if that's the case, then I'm so excited. I'm so incredibly excited for people to just make incredibly gassy, like, Minecraft edits. It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be a real good hoot and holler of a time, bro. Fucking hell, dude. Fucking hell. I'm so looking forward to that, chat. So looking forward to that. Upcoming Minecraft update is gonna add sleeping bags, basically, so you could do sleep stream in Minecraft. Maybe. No, I'm not doing that, dude. No sleep stream? Yes, exactly. No sleep stream. Stop talking about the sleep stream. Please. I've heard it a million times. I am, for real, getting really tired with the sleep stream, though. How much you want to bet it's some bullshit? Oh, that's funny. Okay, chat. Okay. So, I'm gonna run a poll. And I need you guys to vote. Do I play the mystery game? Yes, no, start poll. No! No! My thing's not working. Where the fuck is the poll? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Okay, chat. Well, it looks like you guys voted real quickly about it. Okay, chat. You know what game we're gonna play? We're gonna play Sleep on Miku's Nakano's Lap. That's the game we're gonna play, chat. This is just a fucking obby, dude. Oh boy. We gotta go on a travel... Oh, like... Wait, hold on. What happens if I... Okay, so there's not like that thing. I'm not donating to this game. Dark obviously joined. He wants to sleep on Niku's lap. I don't even know who this is. I think we got rage baited. Yep, we're playing this game. Ow, my ears. Why do you want to send me a friend request? No. Oh my god, the guy who fucking made this game is literally here. Sure. Wait, who the fuck? Why are you backshotting me, bruh? You're crazy. I'm so bad at this game. Wait, Null, is this you? Are you a Dictal? I forgot. I'm so bad at this game. I'm so bad at this game, bro. Okay, so it's the third one, and then we jump over here. My ears actually hurt. Yes, Null. Okay, I'm gonna add him. This game is fucking garbage. Oh my god, no, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, no, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die. How are you faster than me? When do we... I'm gonna hit this emote. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna hit this on you. Oh, look at this idiot over here. He died. So it's not this one. It's not this one. It's this one. Bro, that's cheating. That's cheating. That's fucking cheating. No. No! I'm not playing this game, bro. I'm not playing this. I'm not playing this rage bait game, okay? You guys literally rage bait me all the time. No, why leave? I just catch up. Because I couldn't let you catch up to me. Making a rage fade a hobby about an anime girl can be me, brother. Yeah. Alright. This stuff is busting chat. M&M peanut butter is so good. Now that game's gonna show up on my continue playing in Roblox. Bro got 5,000 snacks. I only had one. It was just that one. Why not working? I'm sorry, Massa. Please forgive me, Massa. I'll continue working Massa. Burn mesh. Yep. Delete the map dark. How about I delete your mom instead? How about that? How about that? Buddy, buckaroo, bubba, buster, bastard. Sunyan. I'm such a son. Also, make sure if you haven't, subscribe to me right now because I'm a based alpha male sigma giga chad. Laboo 6'7" man. This ain't a remake, cuz? You're right, it's not. It's like a rehydrate. This isn't even mesh slop. This isn't even mesh slop, buddy. Okay, who's even gonna subscribe to you? So for real, your mom. Your mom's gonna subscribe to me. I'm so funny, right? Chat, right? I'm really hilarious. You guys laugh at your mom jokes all the time, right? Lol, IP leak. What IP? What IP was leaked? My IP wasn't leaked. Me missing the easiest button? No, I literally pressed it. I just wanted to restart to showcase my progress. So we got this area here. Loading button. It's gonna get changed. Don't worry, the button will get changed eventually. It's like I mentioned. Okay, I'm gonna say it again so that the people in the back can hear me, okay? Guys, this is an unfinished map. That means gameplay is unfinished, and details are unfinished, and the layout's unfinished, so things are subjected to change. Dude, I have a 3080 in my PC. I don't need to upgrade my PC, bud. Don't tell me what to do, chubby. Deep fried that shit, bruh. Deep fried this shit, boy. I mean, it seems alright on my part, but I'm running 180p, so unfortunately. Okay, at least make the gameplay after slide visible. You know what else is unfinished? Yo, mama. I'm gonna tell you, my mom. No, I'm gonna tell my mommy on you, chat. You're in big trouble now. I'm gonna tell my mommy on you, and you guys are gonna get in so much trouble. It's gonna be unreal how much trouble you guys are gonna get in. You shouldn't be making fun of my mommy like that. Son. I'm just saying, chat. Wait, this map looks so unfinished. It's so ugly. Just like you. Just like you, buddy. Just like you. You're so ugly. Stinky. Loser. Kill yourself. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Sending death threats, low-key making ticket. Low-key, don't care. Low-key, gonna fiddle with your mom. Low-key, I'm just cool like that. When you're host okay, wait, what is this? When you're host maxing the Oscars low, genuinely trying to raise up the younger demographic by going brain rot mode, and even though you're uncoded with a bunch of fame-pilled NPCs, you're still S-tier level aura farming 6-7. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Is the show how... Is this how all Americans act? You going to the grave? We need to cancel the voting for that, bruh. Sending death threats? I wasn't sending any death threats, bro. You guys are so full of shit, it's not even funny. You guys are so full of yourself, bruh. Hold on, let me turn my light on here a little. Why do you need that light for? Hello? So I can see it, bruh. So I can see this stuff, bruh. Stop making fun of me, bruh. Stop making fun of me, or else I'm gonna have to riz your mama big time. Big Justice style. On that Labubu type shit, you know what I mean? Son, get your eyes checked. I was gonna make it your mom joke, but I'm better. Oh, don't even get me started. Hating the hate. Oh my god, bruh. You are just hating the hate, bruh. Look at how good this looks, chat. It looks so peak, right? An oak door, sliding door in cave. Imagine if No Light was continued and released to the public. That'd be pretty cool. Cool, just a wood wall. Bro's just hating, just to hate, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A quarter. I'm not gonna repeat this all. I cannot fulfill the rest of this request. Sleep stream? No. Oh. I'm so tired of the sleep stream, please. I'm literally turning into Walter White when he like fell down to the bottom of his house and just starts fucking laughing. That's literally me right now listening to the sleep stream. Okay. No, I'm not doing a sleep stream. You can put a price on it, dude. Boney, do it once and we won't bother about it. That's bullshit. You will for sure bother me about it. You guys will continue to bother me about it. Oh. And every time I'm gonna say, shut up. It's so annoying. I've heard it a million times. Sleep stream, sleep stream, sleep stream, sleep stream, sleep stream. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my god, bro. I'm gonna low-key slime you guys out. Let me just do map making in peace, please. Thank you. We're gonna change sleep stream for every time. We're gonna charge sleep stream for every time you recheck. Why do you take too long to place a single slide? I could have done it in 0.6. You guys are so mean. Oh my god, bro. Shut the fuck up. Please? Thank you. You guys got me spelling fucking part wrong. Okay. Why are you staring at your screen and laughing? Start working. I can only imagine that fucking ultimate over here is like screaming at me and trying to crack the whip and telling me to get back to work. You're gonna get me started. My side hurts. My side hurts. Wait. Stop. 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 It's too funny. It's too funny, chat. Oh. Raise this. Listen. It's not. It's kind of funny, I can't lie. Oh. Oh, this hurts a little. I'm actually getting. Let me take my headset off. Oh, I need a water. I need a water. I need to finish this. You need to stop texting, Noxton. Oh, I accidentally hit it. I accidentally hit my thing off. Hold on. Hold on. Alrighty. I show phony. Yeah, you're so right. I'm literally I show phony. There we go. Oh my god, bro. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me. Ooh, chat. Oh my fuck, dude. This is literally. This is literally rock hard. Like. This is literally rock hard. Do star jumps? No. Mythical unlock. You ready to hear the mythical sound? Oh, that was horrible. That made like no sound. I really wanted my tangerine mango, honestly. Tangerine mango's really good. I see you're not working. Shut up. You're going to make me fucking die again. That's literally the title of the stream. You're literally a common worker in my AFK tycoon game. Okay, dude. Do push-ups? No, I'm not doing push-ups. You won't because you know you can't. I will literally do push-ups right here. I can do push-ups, I just don't want to. Okay, do it so you're lying. I'm not lying. Why do you even need a slide there for? Isn't this an easy map? Okay, adding slides in an easy map is one thing, but these horrible spots are not doing it. Oh my god, dude. You need to work on your map. No, not like that, though. Not like that. Oh my god, fine, I'll delete it. I'll fucking delete it and remove the slide. You know what you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna remove your mom from my room here in a little bit if you keep yapping. Your mom's gonna get mad at you, she's gonna ground you. Don't do your job wrong. Stop acting like you're my fucking boss. Oh shit, food. Chat. Dinner's ready. Add wall jump. No, okay, that's the one thing I refuse to add into an easy map is wall jumps. I'll do sliding and I'll do like zip lines, but I won't do wall jumps. I strictly believe that wall jumps are a like high normal and above kind of mechanic. And then once you get to like spinning wall jumps, that's like high hard. Stop playing. Start playing. Damn slacker. Ugh, why you gotta be mean to me, bro? What'd I ever do to you? It's not like I fucked your mom or whatever, bro. Fop is gonna stream in 30 minutes. Wait, is he actually? You're lying. Oh, he is! Oh, shit! Buddy, get to work. You will get more views. It's okay. Sing the Among Us song. Stop singing. Chop chop. Oh my god. Too many distractions. You guys are killing me in chat, you know that? You guys are actually killing me in chat. Too many tabs open on your screen? I think you mean not enough tabs open on my screen. Hold on, chat. Give me just a moment here. Alright. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Food is ready, chat. Food has arrived. No to who? What you mute for? Food. I muted for my stepbrother. He asked me about. He told me that there's food. I swear to God, you better not come back with the of course, American fatty, blah blah. Make your jokes now, haha. You're so funny. Get your fucking yeah. Of course, food. Yeah, of course. See, get your fucking fat jokes out of the way already so that I can move on, bro. Potato chips. Built like a bridge. You're so mean. Can you, like, bow and stop being, you know, a dighead? Can you stop being that? Boney, what's your opinion on Neko? I'm not too sure what Neko did. As far as I've heard, or Nico, whatever it is. I'm not too sure what he did, but I did hear about him getting banned. It sucks. I did hear, and I do believe someone mentioned that he was just being a creep. But... Well, that's what someone said, is that he was just being a creep again, and he was doing the same stuff for the first time he was banned. So that I'm just gonna say, he got what he deserved. He was already told not to do it. He decided that he was going to be above the rules and fucking break them again, so he got banned. I mean, it's as simple as that. I never saw what he said. I saw some of the text with, what is it? I saw some of the text with, like, Lux, all the way back when he first got banned. Also, hello, Krako. But I haven't seen the texts now. I don't know what the stuff is now, but he was told... Luxy, yeah. Well, the thing is that he got banned the first time for, like, what was it, 3 months or so? Hey, check DMs. Yeah, I saw it. It's a bunch of sheep. But it's like, he got banned for 3 months for the first offense, told not to do it again. He decided to go ahead and do it again, and so he got banned. I don't know what else to say other than you kind of brought this on yourself. I mean, it fucking sucks, for sure, but you can't... Who is the blamed? What's the T? Neko. Him getting banned. Oh yeah, for sure. Let me just... Yeah, there you go. You happy now? But it's just the way it is. Don't do dumb shit and you won't get banned. And he decided that he wanted to be above the, Okay, I didn't realize your gameplay. What the fuck are you doing, like, actually? It's gonna be like a jump here, because this is supposed to be like the wooden planks that are supposed to go here, but I'm like, that's kind of boring. Especially for a thing that's kind of gonna be more like medieval and like the roads and everything. So I want to do like a jump here, and then they have to jump on a truss. And then they climb up here. Love the terrain. It looks kind of unfinished though. And IQ too high. I was banned from CBG for 1 month 5 years ago. I did not know. I was nearly banned. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this quite a few times on... Well, not with you guys, I don't think so, but I'm pretty sure I've talked about it a multitude of times with a bunch of other people. I made some really bad jokes about Coolzak, and Crazy Blocks nearly banned me, but instead Coolzak just decided, because he was moderator back then, and I mean, he's technically still moderator now, but I'm just gonna call him a head admin, right? Or not head admin, but like a game developer, duh, right? So he kind of just he's like the supreme of like FE2 mods, right? But I made a really bad joke about him, like really, really bad, and like Crazy Blocks was there and was about to ban me, but Coolzak decided to be very gracious, very, very gracious, and decided to just give me a 1 week like mute and like what is it? And like 2 warns, which I'm pretty sure I got exonerated from like all the way back down to like December or like January at some point. I'm pretty sure I have like 1 warn from like 2 years ago though. December holiday. This was back when what was it? This was back when I'm pretty sure warn exonerations were being given out. But I'm honestly genuinely surprised how I'm still in the server, even by today's standards, because of what I was saying. Okay, it was a joke. It was a joke, but I don't know what I was doing. I was kind of not in my right head space when making those jokes. And, yeah, I'm really happy that Coolzak didn't just flat out ban me. Because, I mean, obviously I've grown to, like, this size now, right? But nah. What are you building? Is this a bridge? Sort of. There's like an area in Windswept Real where it's like a little gap in the middle of like a bridge kind of area, but it's like a terrain area. This size, you mean abnormally huge 5,000 pounds? Well, I mean, I have to make a map to accommodate Dark's ginormous beluga-ass whale fucking body, so he can be able to play it. You know, we gotta be fat accepting on this live stream, okay? So that means having to fucking accommodate for Dark over here. And Ultimate, because Ultimate, as we all know, is a really chubby fella. Like, really fat. Boney, you like 6'7"? Not particularly. I mean, it's a meme that I have heard to death a million times now, but I generally just don't care about it. This is the area I'm talking about, by the way. I sang a whole album to Ultimate today. It's pretty cool, I guess. But, no, regardless. Ever since then, I've been trying my best to be a better member in the community, because obviously I don't want to have more fuck-ups, you know, I don't want to have, you know, more eyes on me and be in more controversy than I was already putting myself into all the way back in, like, 2000 and fucking 24 and 23, right? Because I'd say that's probably my worst times. Being in the server, I was like literally stupid. Boney, we all heard the pain in your voice. I know it gets lonely sometimes, but I just want to let you know you will never get in a relationship as good as mine with Krago. That is so cool, but I don't care. Because I'm already in a very loving relationship with your mom. But, anyways. Yeah, it was a whole thing. Haha, lol. What is the Voni talking about? I have 2 dads. Well, Ultimate, just like a FNAF game, there's actually a secret, right? And it's called that you may have 2 dads, but you also have a mom. Wow, nice bridge. Thank you. I built it in like 10 minutes. You'll see, you'll see. Just give me time. It's literally, it's a fucking outdraft. Oh my god, I gotta explain this to chat. Stupid. Fucking idiot. My name's Dad and I'm essentially stupid. Oh my god, chat. Are you okay? No, you guys are proactively making me lose brain cells. Wait, I really like this structure, but I can't quite put my finger on what it is. It looks a bit unfinished. Wow! I mean, truly, you got quite the eye on you, Ultimate. It is unfinished. It's actually really unfinished. So yeah, you're completely correct. Wow, I mean, it's not like I'm literally building the fucking map right now. Duh! Oh my god. I can only duh so many times. I can only duh so many times. You guys are literally just the dur emoji. Oh my god. Well, get to fucking work then. How about I get some food instead? How about you guys enjoy this chair? How about that? I'll be back in like 3 minutes, chat. Okay, I'm back, chat. I'm big back. Big back. Big back. Big back. If you're leaving, at least leave the cat with us. The cat's downstairs, okay? I swear to God, you guys are like fucking NBA YoungBoy fans with how retarded you all are. Also, I got... It's like spaghetti, but it's not. It's pretty good. Oh my God, you saying that, Craigo? It reminds me of that one meme where it's like, I couldn't report this video for cringe, so I reported it for terrorism. So, is it spaghetti or not? The noodles aren't, they're like ravioli noodles, but there is the meat and like all the materials otherwise for it. Good though. Okay, low-key chat, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of prefer the like old BTR. It's like so much more ambient, or it has so much more ambience to it. It's really nice. So like Bolognese, I guess. I'm not too sure what that is. Hold on. Not exactly, really. This is what it looks like. Holy American? Motherfucker, that's Italian. Oh my God, ultimate. It's actually like my talking to you guys is like actually talking to the special autistic kids of America. Holy. Well, no, I'm not fucking Italian. Duh. I'm German. I'm French. I'm British. Obviously, mostly American. I'm Irish and I'm Scottish. Fucking what is it? Italian's like the one thing I'm not. And Greek, but like, who remembers Greek outside of all that stuff? I'm eating... What the fuck, Poof? Good for you, I guess, Poof. I don't think I understand the reference, Prego. I am Scottish, though. Like, some of my earliest ancestry were reported back in my family, like, all the way back in the 1500s, is a Scottish boat builder that was around for, like, a war with Ireland. That and a little interesting fact, I'm pretty sure I'm like long cousins with Richard Nixon, or I'm related to the Nixon family, if I recall correctly, which is also really cool. Bro, okay, ultimate. I'm mostly European. I'm mostly European, at least on my dad's side. Who? Richard Nixon. He was one of the US presidents in the 1960s and 70s. Cares. I know what you're gonna say, Ultimate. You're gonna say, who cares? Who cares? I'm so funny. I'm so funny. My name's Ultimate. My name's Ultimate. I'm so funny. When you fix your posture, my posture's fixed. How about I fix your mom? How about that? How about that instead, bud? How about I fix your mom's back posture? Oh my god, you're so funny, Ultimate. Shut up! Shut up! You stupid chicken! Son of a bitch! Vony, a room tour? There's not much to tour. I mean, I have like a giant fucking... I have 2 giant black bags of... Or not bags, but like garbage bags of... like fucking bottles, empty bottles, that I need to take to the recycling center at some point, but that's for another day. Walk around with the camera? So the problem is that my camera's connected to my PC, so I kind of can't. Actually, those curtains are literally just the Tung Tung Sopor meme. They're literally just this here. Literally what my curtains are doing. Literally just my curtains. Not funny. Okay, Dark, I'm gonna actually skin you alive. Can we all block Oni right now and leave stream? How about I brutally touch your mom instead? How about that? I traumatized. I don't care, buddy. I don't care. Fop streams up and starts in 10 minutes. I honestly might continue to stream even if Fop's streaming. I think that'd be cool. Why do you make so many mom jokes? Because I'm stuck in like 2013, buddy. Like just watching MLG clips, you know, singing "But my hope will never die," right? But yeah, no, I'm sorry. I must better myself. Bro said he was improving in community. I reported stream for online dating. That's actually insane, bro. I guess. I mean, in all aspect to everything, I will say I did improve, like, especially if it's like 2023 me or 2022 me, like, I did very much improve. I mean, I was a little bit of an edgelord back then, and in all fairness though, I was kind of an edgelord up until like 23. Then I kind of, well, after the near ban incident, but like, yeah. He's watching this because he knows that my streams are peak. He knows that I'm just a based alpha Chad man like that. Voni's addictive, though. You're so right. Top streamer. I don't know how I'm not any more popular. It's just a mystery. I'm watching because it's easy to rage bait you. More like it's easy to rage bait you.
Dylan's makes it easier than
Or
ever.
what are you
to
building?
satisfy
This
your
sucks.
protein and fiber needs with our exclusive brands. Now
Oh my god, you just fucking hate, don't you?
already know and love.
You're just filled with fucking hate, bruh. You'll see, I'm trying to put, like, a button here. So, like, let me get a avatar real quick. So my plan is like, obviously it's a rehydrate, so gameplay's not gonna all exactly be the same. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys see this. But if it's, like, at least familiar to what the gameplay was, it's like, okay, you jump over here, and then you jump up here, and then the idea is that you get another box here, so you jump on that box, jump up here, and then there's, like, a button right here that you jump to get. No, I'm not doing that. I will say, chat, I do have an actual question. Like, all jokes aside and everything, who do you think the next permanent map maker is gonna be? Or, like, even if it's, like, a repeat, like, map maker, like someone who's gotten a map in-game already, who do you think it's gonna be? Because I do believe we know that the next map we're gonna be getting, at least one of them is gonna be a crazy plus that's easier than, what is it? That's easier than Rustic Jungle. Space Elephant? I could definitely see Space Elephant working. I'd also like to say Germ's probably going to take the Crazy Plus catalog. Hopefully we get someone else that isn't, you know, that isn't someone that we've had before. Mar? I mean, Mar very much could be working on it, but I'm pretty sure he's more like... well, I guess he's kind of 50-50 when it comes to, like, Tria or, like, FE2. I think he mostly does FE2 stuff more, though. Yeah, you're so right, Germ. Yeah, Germ's here. He heard your stupid shit-talking, Ultimate. Okay, here's the thing, though, is that, yeah, sure, he said that he needs to stop working on, you know... Okay, I'll do that. Oop, wrong thing. Oh, it's Keel! Cool, it's Keel. Keel's honestly low-key chill. Him and Brad... That's one of the unfortunate things as well, is that Brad's gone from the community, I think. Not Tom Brady, but, what is it? Brad HP. Brad was honestly, like, low-key really chill. Despite getting a lot of hate for his map. No, not 27. Not Brad, it's 27. Just Brad HP. The guy who made Bathroom Leak. He's actually, like, low-key a really chill person. Yeah, that Brad Cobalt. Well, I don't think he's here anymore. Let me check. Oh no, he's still here. Never mind. He's just not as active. Last message he sent was on June 6th, but otherwise after that it's like May 5th or May 16th. It's like every few days or so. But no, he's not really active in the community as much as he was before, which really sucks. I'm sure Bathroom Leak was another map made for the simplicity of fun and hate the fate of getting chosen. Yeah, honestly, that is the case. Well, the thing is that he can always deny it. He decided to accept it, which I don't think... Like, okay, here's the thing. Obviously, I'm going to say this right now. Obviously, you shouldn't be hating anyone for making a map, but when it comes to map making, this is just unfortunately one of the things you're going to have to accept nowadays is that people are going to hate no matter what. Boney, are you going to ever make an extreme? No, not really. I don't really have any plans to make an extreme. Not only is it low-key just not fun to make an extreme, I just don't think it's a good idea. I'm literally doing work. What are you on about? Chat's tweaking, holy. If you don't, then you're aiming for highlight as extreme can't get added. No, that's not what I said at all. Here's the thing, right? I feel like this needs to be said when it comes to, like, FE2CM map making, is that there is always, whenever you are making a map, there is always, like, that little, you know, thought in the back of your head saying, like, oh, this map could get highlighted. There's always that little thought in the back of your head, but so long as you don't act on that thought, I think you're fine. If you're not making a map for the sake of, you know, being like, oh, this map needs to get highlighted right now, then, you know, I think you're fine. Because here's the thing, right? Is that we literally saw it destroy the reputation of someone in this community already, and his name was Coded Abyss. Well, kind of. It took years for him to try and rebuild his, you know, theme back, or his theme, nothing, but his, like, his following back up. And even then, there's still people today that aren't really favorable of Coded. And, I mean, righteously so. 3 years. Yeah, essentially. But my whole thing... Wait, what do you mean, Vony? What do you mean, what do I mean? Are you talking about, like, my whole thing? Vony, can you please tell me a difficulty for a map I can make? Honestly... normal difficulty. There really isn't a whole lot going on for the normal difficulty nowadays, or at least none that I'm finding anyways. Like, what's the most recent normal map that was just dropped? Because the only one that is, like, pretty decent, because the only one I can think about, really, is, like, I'm trying to remember, is Rice Cakes map, and that's it. This is working on my maps, not talking while I do nothing. Will do. Like the thing you said. Are you talking about, like, the little highlight thing that I was talking about? Is that what you mean? Normal difficulty is very overlooked. Really, it is. Like, I don't really see many maps doing normal difficulty. Shit, after this I might just do a normal difficulty map. Actually. It's either crazy or it's gonna be normal difficulty. It's probably gonna end up being crazy though, because I want to reuse a lot of the assets that I did for Cry for the Weeper and put it in a new map. Dark asking the real questions. Phony, if you say you are not aiming for highlight, does that mean you only want to map of the week or perm? Do you think a Dormant Veil was made for the same reasons? Okay, here's the thing. I never said that I wasn't aiming for highlight. Let me emphasize this, okay? Like I mentioned, there's always that tiny thought in the back of your head saying, oh, this could be highlighted. Oh, this could get map of the week. Oh, this could get perm, even though, you know, Coolzak's not doing that kind of thing anymore. What I'm saying is that it's a natural thing, I believe, at least for most people in the community, to have that little thought in the back of their head telling you those things. But so long as you don't try and make it like the majority of your motivation for map making and actually just do map making for the sake of doing map making, I don't really see any problem with having a tiny bit of that motivation being that it could be highlight or that it could be map of the week, right? Because, you know, obviously there's always something to aim for, right? But when I make maps, I aim for making something cool. Well, yeah, that's what I try and do as well. Or try and just do something of a theme that I like doing. But there's always that tiny bit of motivation where I'm like, oh, I mean, it'd be really cool if the map got highlighted, but it's not something that I'm going to, like, proactively sit here and try and motivate all my maps to be, right? Or it's not something that I'm going to try and proactively try and, you know, build my map up to, you know, build it up for that reason or that motivation alone. So you're more into fun to play ones like epic minigames, or do you keep that off stream? I'm not sure, but I feel like Zach made an Arctic Grotto for perm, but should have gotten map of the week last time. It has a chance, but not a priority to focus on increasing that chance. Yeah. I think that's more so what I'm trying to say or get at, Kraiko, is that you shouldn't prioritize map making as your, like... You shouldn't prioritize map making as your thing about, like, saying, like, oh, that's my main motivation, that's my priority, is aiming for highlight, or aiming for map of the week, or aiming for something like that. I want to make a map. Me personally, I want to make a map because either a theme hasn't been done before, that I think it would be cool, or I want to remake something that hasn't been done in a long time, right? Or, you know, try and bring back, in this instance, bring back a map that was really old from the grave and kind of forgotten about, and give it the spotlight again. I think that would be really cool. Right? But, no. Anyways, let me see here what your question is. So, you are more into fun to play one, like, epic minigames, or do you keep that off stream? Not sure, but I feel Zach made Arctic Grotto. I feel like they should make a free-to-play a highlight system, or maybe buyable map of the week for the advertisement channel. Thoughts? No. Honestly, I don't think they should. My whole thing is that, like, highlights are specifically picked out by people to, you know, specifically advertise, you know, people's maps and say, hey... Well, the original idea was that maps are picked out to showcase to the community and say, hey, look at these really cool maps from these map makers. You guys have the potential, the possibility to have one of these maps added into the game. That's why we got maps like AVM added into the game. That's why we got maps like Snowy Stronghold added into the game. Why we got maps like Decaying Silo added into the game. Retro Coast, right? Etc., etc. Forlorn Christmas, although Forlorn Christmas was more so because, what was it? It was more so because people were, what is it? Fuck, I just had a brain fart. Oh yeah, Forlorn Christmas. That one was more so because there was just getting a lot of demand for it to come back because it was too seasonal, I'm pretty sure is what Crazy or one of the guys said. one of the higher ups said about Forlorn Christmas and it came back as a seasonal, which is awesome. But no. Wait, but if you prioritize getting highlighted while map making, wouldn't it technically motivate you to solve the current dryness of the FE2 community's downfall into a no map zone? But are you really sure? Not really. I mean, here's the thing, right? I wouldn't say that FE2 doesn't really have a dryness in the consensus of community maps. I feel like it's more so either inexperienced map makers releasing their maps, or it's map makers that are purely making their maps for the sake of, you know, getting highlight. Because I do know that there were a couple of map makers, if I recall correctly, that ended up just making their maps for the sake of getting highlighted, right? I feel like a lot of the issues also pertain... It's a really complex issue from the way I'm looking at it, because the way I'm looking at it is that it's like, with highlights, right? There's a multitude of issues. The system's been changed so many times that it's just not really the same system as it was when it first came out. Even with some of these new, like, changes coming into the, next update for it, right? But B as well, the motivation of a bunch of map makers slowly changed over time, and what came from just being genuine, you know, map projects and everything, just kind of more so turned into, you know, something else, and kind of just more so turned into, like, a competition to see, oh, who can release what kind of map in, you know, X amount of time, and we end up getting a bunch of slop maps or a bunch of mega collab maps because they try and aim for highlight, or because they try and, you know, pump out all these maps really quick, and just kind of, well, first off, it dries up the pool that we have for base game perms, because a map like Lost Desert doesn't feel as special as it did all the way back in like 2022 or 2023. It just doesn't feel the same, because you end up having maps like what is it, Desert Ruins. You have maps like what is Trumpy's easy map? I forget that one, but you end up having maps like that. You end up having all these other desert maps, but it's just a whole thing. It's just a whole thing. And it goes with snow maps, it goes with grass maps, or forest maps, or whatever. It goes with a bunch of these maps, where I feel like we need to now start emphasizing on what kind of maps we want to have added into the game. Maps that are actually kind of unique, but also are playable. Maps that aren't just a very generic idea, just redone again. That's the way I see it. I feel like the removal of FOSS has impacted the system, whether for the worst or the better. I'm not too sure if Floral Canals is so worthy anymore, though Frozen Settlement was pretty good. Well, I mean, Frozen Settlement was, like, I really like Frozen Settlement. But that is, like, one of the maps that I was talking about in terms of, like, uniqueness. It has a whole unique kind of perspective of what a snow map really is. But no, I think it's honestly for the better that Foss is gone. Like, yeah, sure, she definitely, you know, had some pretty decent picks, but, you know, removing someone who's like a cancer on the community and is literally preying on children, I feel like is a more important priority than, you know, a map of the week system that was introduced a year and a half ago. As cool as the system is, and as good as it has been to promote a bunch of map makers and get them, you know, highlighted into main game as well, I feel like removing one of the people who is a picker of the system is honestly better off, even if she made some really good picks. Yeah, like I said, these maps with the grass, wall jumps, flowers aren't too healthy. We need houses with clean, nice interiors too, not just communities. Well, what we need to do is start having more years like 2025 where we had some really good picks with highlights, because the developers were actually given the time of the day to pick their maps but also there was just a bunch of maps that had really good themes with them, honestly. Like, a bunch of really, really good maps that had pretty solid themes. Right? Like, think about it, for example. We have Dreamscape Skylines. Granted, that's a 24 map from a map jam. However, my point still stands. You have, what is it? Forsaken Foundry. You have Oceanic Odyssey. You have, Electric Heights. Mind you, that's just the first one. Now, Firewatch and Mystical Moonsprings, they're a little generic, but Firewatch gets away with it because it's a really old map. Well, it's a remake of a really old map. And Mystical Moonsprings gets away with it because it has something to offer with it being a really beautiful map and a unique take on it. Or a unique take on the kind of more, like, cavey, kind of, like mushroom-themed maps. But it's also why I praise a map like Shroomhaven Temple, because it's, definitively speaking, one of the few, if not the only, like, mushroom-themed highlight map. And it's why I don't like maps like Cascade Rift and Snowy Frost and all these other highlights that aren't really that good. Because they ultimately, in my opinion, hurt the community more than... what is it? I feel like they hurt the community more than they do help it. Mystical Moonsprings, I feel like, is too much on the mystical non-Moonspring side. There ain't enough springs. Should I have just gotten perm? Should have just gotten perm, though. The tree on the mountain was nice. I don't think it shouldn't have gotten perm. And I know this is kind of me sounding like an ass. I think it was the weakest highlight out of the entire batch. But it's like I mentioned, when you have a map that is like baseline A tier on a tier list of mine minimum, it's still a really good map. Okay, but where do map makers actually come into play? Like, I know you're not MAGA, but think of all the opportunities where someone like Chris Semler could probably display their set of skills publicly. What do you mean? He displays it all the time. I mean, he gets map of the week systems. That's kind of one of the other things as well. And it's kind of why I really like the map of the week system, because it also introduces a lot of underrated creators into the community. Like, we literally just had, like, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago, like, Thalassophobia, and yeah, sure, it's not the most unique theme now, because it's an underwater theme, but it's Steebo Big, and everyone loves Steebo Big. But outside of that, for real though, outside of that, it's, like, a pretty decent map. I mean, it's reintroducing Magna, and yeah, sure, Magna's already gotten a map of the week, or a map of the day, but that was all the way back in, like, what was it, February of 25, or, like, March of 25. You have Steebobik, which I'm pretty sure this is his first, but... No, it's just, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I feel like it's a good system, but... Like, I feel like we need to more so, like, reward players with more popularity for making maps and taking the time to make maps, right? What is it? I'm trying to remember. We need to reward map makers, even the underrated ones, which I feel like the Map of the Week system has done an amazing job with. I mean, we take a look at the 25 Spectrum, or Spectre, and we see a lot less map makers that were already popular from beforehand or just kept getting consistently highlighted outside of Noomlek, you know, getting highlighted. And sure, that also comes into play with, you know, the system where we have the, like, you can only get your map highlighted twice thing, but still. we need to more so, getting back on track though, we need to reward people more so who, you know, take the time to make something unique, or at least make a spin out of something unique, kind of like how Sandstorm Ruins is unique and yet kind of generic by means of its theme, and, you know, give them a system in which they could be rewarded for that, i.e. highlights. But it's like what I go back to. It's like what I go back to when I say that I feel like maps like Cascade Rift end up hurting the community more. Because I've looked at the map, and I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of it is just mesh spam, decal spam, texture spam. There is, I believe, more meshes from what I've seen in the map than there is parts. And that really should never be the case, unless these are like custom-made meshes, right? Taken into how many new creators are surfacing nowadays, how many unfinished maps similar to yours exist? I feel like there's at least more unfinished maps than how many accounts Cousin has. Yeah, I'd say there's a lot of unfinished maps. I mean, obviously I'm working on this one and it's unfinished. My whole thing is just like, I guess one of the other things as well is like, if you're aiming for, it's a whole thing. It's kind of hard for me to describe because a lot of how I feel is based off of emotions, right? Or based off of looking at the past of the FE2 community and trying to say all that I, you know, obviously say. But essentially, when it comes down to everything, I'd like to say that, like, people are naturally going to want to make maps to get highlighted, and some people are going to get highlighted, regardless of whether or not they feel it or not. But so long as it's not, like, the overwhelming driving, you know, majority of your maps, you know, then that's fine. I don't care, right? Sort of. It's like, if it's not the main priority, it's not the main driving force of making a map, then I feel like, you know, it's fine to at least be like, oh, this map could, you know, have the possibility of getting highlighted, and it's kind of a little bit of an adrenaline rush or a little bit of a chase or whatever. I don't mind that because, you know, there's always, because it's trying to look for a reward out of hard work that you put in, but if it's the main priority of what you're doing, then I feel like a lot of the love that you'd get out of doing map making just dissipates and disappears. You prioritize more quote-unquote finances than you do, or not, well, I guess, yeah, finances. You prioritize, like, your maps, or you prioritize that potential, you know, reward that you get, than, you know, actually putting love into making a map good. That's the way I see it. Put love into your map. Don't neglect the map, right? Oh, okay, cool. Why did Bapoodle end his live stream? But no, like I was saying though, put love into your map, work on your map. You can have a little bit of a driving force to, like, highlights, but, like, don't make it your main thing. I generally, like, it's not even... So, the thing about, like, my maps is that having it highlighted is never even my top two things. It's not even in my top two priorities. My number one thing is whether I'm having fun with the map, and number two is how am I going to make something that's going to be unique and outstanding more so to the community. Which is why I'm kind of trying to aim more with, you know, my maps. Though I'm not too sure about mesh spam when there's decals too, though it can be realistic to place places like Amazon Rainforest and making it good, but I don't really know whether it's worth it unless you want. Okay, so the mesh spam argument thing, I kind of have loosened myself up to a little bit more. I should emphasize a little bit more on my stance on it because I was much more harsh on like mesh spam all the way back when. So when I mean mesh spam, I mean like terrain spam, like spamming terrain meshes, like spamming these meshes and using these as your primary gameplay or as your primary detailing or as your primary terrain. That's what I mean by mesh spam. I don't like that. I don't like when people use this because it looks unnatural and it kind of, if I'm going to be honest with you, it takes a little bit away from the theme of what, you know, old Flood Escape 2 is. And a lot of, if not the majority or just the entirety of the community, essentially is nostalgic for the more older akin to FE2 maps, hence why I build everything in FE2, where I do believe meshes can be useful as if you use them properly, like in this instance, like to enhance the detail of your map, right? Like this I'm fine with. I don't mind this. This is cool. This is fine. Don't overdo it, okay? And make it look good. Just make it look good. That's all I'm saying. And it's like the same with this. These are meshes here, but I built these meshes off of trees, a multitude of different tree meshes. And I think it looks fine. I think it fits the map pretty well. At least for what I'm trying to convey. I feel like it could be okay if the map were to have identical terrain to that mesh terrain. However, if not, maybe it could be drawn or blended. However, they should have increased highlight prices in Map of the Week. Honestly, that's kind of what I've seen with like more modern Map of the Weeks as well. Is like, or not Map of the Weeks, but more highlight prices, is that they're going down from what I've seen. So where's the bridge? You literally saw it. But no, one of the other things as well, and it drives me fucking bonkers, is that a lot of my argument also comes into the consensus, or a lot of the merit of my argument comes into the consensus of like trees like this, right? Where it's like you get these trees over here that you see this tree so many times. So many times I have seen this tree in maps with Mega Collapse, in maps with, in like easy maps, and a variety of these maps, kind of like Melody Tuner Reaper maps, right? Or kind of like these Mega Collab maps like Autumn Fall, I guess as an example. I see them all the time, and we as a community don't ever want to withhold a lot of our, we don't ever want to withhold our stars or our support to these maps because, like, yeah, sure, the gameplay may be fine, if not serviceable, which I see the case to be most of the time with these maps, but it's like, play a fucking Fopdoodle map. Or better yet, just play Savart Land and look at the details there, and then you see, like, a bunch of details of, like, these maps, or these trees here. And it's just like, it just drives me insane. It drives me insane because every time it's like, oh, cool. It just shows me that it was just a thing to just put there. Like, just bullshit to put there, and then just forget about it. Which is why I respect someone like you, Dark, because you at least use different, you know, meshes. Or at least meshes that aren't, you know, the same fucking 2024 meshes that a bunch of other map makers use all the time. And granted, I will say I do use a bunch of meshes that, you know, are used in some of these other maps, but they're not really ever spammed around the area often. And when they are in the map, they're kind of more so a side detail. That's my whole thing. Yeah, I feel like the tree is too pointy. Maybe they could remake it using unpointed parts and then they re-optimize to fix, or they could make it have a better color or textures with nice sliding light. Play a map up made by a new creator and consider highlight. and thoughts coming from them. I feel like creators like Cinna were being too big when others were making good highlights. Map of the weekend, FEU2. Yeah. Oh no. That's one of the other things about what is it, Cinna, is that I'm pretty sure Cinna was aiming a lot towards trying to get highlighted. I'm not going to say much here because Cinna is just the pass. What is it? Cinna has a Cinna. Well, Cinna's in the past now, right? And it's like I said, I don't really want to bear on the past this much when it comes to a creator like that because we're in the modern time, and you know, bearing on people from the past is only just going to kind of keep you trapped in the past and make you kind of just miss out on the present. But I will say he has shit talked a lot of people. And I think a lot of his maps were trying to be aimed for highlight. Okay, well, great. How many flaws FE2 Creation has, but something much more important is how are you doing on this amazing day today? Also, what do you think should be done to fix all of this? I'm doing alright, first off, for your question, and for your first question, but the second question is I believe the best way to fix this is more so, like, this is kind of a community consensus. Withhold a lot of your stars. Like, generally speaking, that's one of the things I have to say is just kind of withhold some of your stars. I know some people like to be really liberal with their stars. I know some people like to be conservative with their stars, but like take a look around at the maps that people make. Like, let's take Nightfall Grove as an example, right? That is a like new map. I'm pretty sure it was like the first map that they made, and yet it's a pretty decent map from what I'm seeing.
With the YouTube Music app, you can discover remix after remix after remix after remix.
But more so, we need to be kind of more, what is it? We kind of also need to be more so like we need to give more feedback on this kind of stuff. I feel like your day is going well, though. I'm glad you could clear things up with the highlight system. The mods are really biased, and I feel like YouTube and TikTok need an update soon to pay you more. Oh, I don't even make money off of my streams. I don't even have enough subscribers, but it's like, you take a look at this, and it's like, take a look at the goods, take a look at the bads, and try and weigh both of them together, and then tell them, like, how can the map be improved, or show how the map can be improved. And be specific. That's one of the things I need to emphasize. Be specific about feedback, right? Because a lot, if you just say shit like, oh, this map's really poorly detailed, you know, they're not going to understand where the fucking poorly detailed parts are. Like, this looks fine, I guess. I mean, I don't like these kind of like what is it? I don't like these like little outline things, the black outlines on these things here, and I feel like if you know, there was going to be a little bit more materials looked at and everything, or if materials were more so kind of mixed and matched around with, that it'd be much better. Also, the map's relatively short for what it is, but like it's like I mentioned, though, play through the map a couple of times, take a look at the positives and the negatives. Like, here's a negative here. I don't really like the outlines here, but here's the positive. I like that we have little, like, detail stuff here, and I like the usage of wedges that are used in the maps. But try and suggest stuff to people. Try and give references or materials to people, or suggest materials from people to use. Suggest plugins for people. I do it quite a bit when people ask me about, like, what kind of, you know, things do people have, but this is also, like, another negative here, is that, oh, okay, cool, I fell, is that you have, like, that thing clipping through. You need to be more concise. The community needs to be more concise and clear about feedback when it comes to map forums, and that's more so just a community problem, and I try and best myself when it comes to, you know, giving feedback to people. Hence why if you see me with a long essay on, like, a forum, it's probably going to be, what is it? It's probably going to be feedback or praises. But, you know, for a first map, I think it's pretty good for what it is. It's a lot better than my first map, so, I mean, I'll give that... Oh, and then, of course, that. Just, you know, tell them little things. Tell them, like, show them some of the positives, take screenshots or videos of what you're talking about, and, you know, give it to them. And then tell them how they can fix it, or tell them, like, this is, you know, the issue here that I have, but otherwise, it's a really nice map, and I do like it. Try and, you know, kind of have a more, like, try and mix the positive with the negative. That's the way I see it. Yeah, selection boxes are so bad, I actually hate them, but people seem to use them so much for whatever reason. I don't really get how these people look at it and think it looks amazing and added. Oh yeah, that's one of the other things about Snowy Frost. They had a lot of those selection boxes, and I tried deleting most of them, but they kept adding them back. I'm like, dude, this does not look good for detailing. This does not look good at all, unless you're going for a very, very, very specific and certain catered art style with the map. It's not going to look good. And even then, you have to factor in lighting and, you know, detailing and terrain and all the other stuff. All the other factors that go into making a map look good in order for that to be the case. Yeah, the outlines aren't the best, though. I don't know what you think about the pebble texture. It can be blurry in sections, though they still pay 20k Robux if it highlighted, so I don't know. It fits me. It just fits me. Maybe Map of the Week is similar. I mean, if you're not really paying attention or anything like that, or if you're not, like, hyper-focused on the little nitty-gritty details, it's fine, I guess, but I will say, for a first map, it's really good, and obviously, I'm looking forward to more from the creator, because, well, A, we don't get a whole lot of, you know, FE2 creators nowadays that are unique. I feel like that's one of the nice things about the resurgence of FE2 all the way back in, like, 25, is that even when you had, like, just an alright map, like the October highlights, they were generally made from, you know, either first-time map creators, kind of like, Hundods, I'm pretty sure, or Hundods, the guy with the, Palm Beach PFP, and I think that map's pretty decent. There's just a lot to take from feedback that they can learn for other maps. The whole thing about... what is it? The whole thing about FE2CM maps is that, especially for first-time, you know, map makers, you need to be very, very specific about details and feedback so that they can learn from those feedback, and so they can learn from that feedback and get an idea about, oh, okay, so this is what, you know, players like more often than not. I'm going to try and cater my map more to this, and they slowly over time learn. One of the other issues as well is that I guess comes into the consensus of the community is that, you know, obviously there's going to be bad maps made from people, right? And like I mentioned, it's kind of on us, more experienced map makers, to tell them, or what is it? It's more so on us, like, experienced map makers, to show them, like, how they can improve in some areas and what they can do for future maps. Because if we push the idea into their head that, you know, this is what we like in the community, they're going to slowly learn how to be better at map making, and that eventually translate over when they decide to leave the community, because obviously not every community is going to be eternal. I'm sorry to tell you, I don't think FE2 is going to go on for another 20 years. I hate to be the one who has to say it, okay? I mean, it might, I don't know, but I feel like it's more so we're going to, once Hybrid comes out, FE2 is slowly going to dwindle down a little bit. It might still keep a niche community, but I feel like, you know, Hybrid's going to kind of take the cake once it comes out, right? Bonnie, parents said I can stay up 30 minutes past my bedtime to watch your stream. Well, that's pretty cool, Forsaken. I will say a lot of my live stream is going to be obviously talking about this stuff as well. Do you think you would ever start a group chat to get testers to play your map, like for feedback and such, since it's pretty important to receive feedback, especially during early progress in the map? Well, yeah, that's what I use the HL server for, and I do, what is it? I do have a bunch of people that help me out with my, feedback in maps. Like, what was it? When Courthouse, I'm pretty sure I have, like, a whole thing, or a whole part dedicated to, like, Courthouse Overflows forum page of people who play tested. Now, I didn't get everyone on there, but I got a pretty good amount of the people, but it's like, oh, never mind. It wasn't a whole lot. I know Solitary play tested Courthouse Overflow, but you also had Cobalt Formula, you had Ajax, you had a bunch of people, and then you have like Luxuriant Caverns, right? And with Luxuriant Caverns going all the way up here, I'm pretty sure there's, yeah. You have Solitary Truth Zero, you have Neko is Chan, Cobalt, you have FWR Cass, who's the guy who made Derelicit Site, you have Dillacy or Disney, you have Time Twined, you have Archie, and then obviously you guys for, you know, some of the feedback for when it was being worked on, right? And that's kind of what I also use my live streams for as well, is to kind of get ideas for what you guys have to say, or to, you know, obviously fix some things around, because, you know, I'm not the most perfect map maker in the world. I know, crazy, right? I'm not the most perfect map maker. I'm not, like, fucking beating out Trollman over here in terms of being, like, the best map maker, or the Doge, though. Maybe one day, but actually, probably not. What do you think about new maps? I kind of think most of them look a bit generic, because most of them use the same meshes or just similar themes, such as a nature or maybe a highlight. Maybe highlight still paid 20k? No. No. This is where I'm going back to it. I am tired, okay? I am tired of these maps that are like basic generic maps that people have done a million times. Take Autumn Fall, take all of these easy winter maps, take just a bunch of these maps, right? Like, right fucking here. Oh, it was just here, at least. Frostbite Expedition. I know this was released back in March 21st, 2025, but I just... my point still stands. It's just kind of the same thing over and over again. I wouldn't highlight this. I would highlight this, though, Installation Overflow, because it's kind of a unique take. It's at least unique looking, to say the least. And it's the same thing with Excalibur's Keep. Excalibur's looks really unique, but it's like Frozen Forever. Actually, I don't think I've ever played this one before. Hold on. We're going to take a look at this, chat. We're going to take a look at this and see what we can criticize in this map, okay? First thing, right off the bat, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people who collaborated on this map. This is the exact kind of stuff that I was just talking about. Look at that. Meshes from mesh kits, meshes from mesh kits, meshes from mesh kits, used in... Oh, okay, ignore that. I'm gonna reset my character. Oh, okay, my screen went black. Cool. It's like meshes using mesh kits, right? This is kind of Forlorn Christmas looking, so whatever, but it's like... My other issue as well is that a lot of the details that are used in this map... What is it? Bro, you played this? I showed you it? I did? Oh, well, I don't remember it. And that really is saying something if I don't remember it, but it's like, okay, cool. Like, you have these Christmas presents, and it looks cool and everything, but we've seen these palm trees before. We've seen these mesh, you know, terrain floors before. Look at that, another mesh terrain thing. It's not like I've seen this with a bunch of other maps, ranging from easy all the way to crazy plus, right? And it's just like... A lot of this detail is either really low detailed. Like, this is cool. I like this. This looks fine to me. A little weird that there isn't like another support here, but it's cool otherwise. Right? And then it's like you've got this here, and we've seen this a million times. And it's like, when your detail majorly becomes meshes, it's just like, well, where's the uniqueness that comes to this? Where's the uniqueness? Can you guys in chat point out to me what's so unique about this map? Go ahead, point out. Tell me what's unique about this. What makes this highlight worthy? What makes this highlight worthy more than installation overflow? More than the, 1.1 map that we just played? More than, I don't know, fucking... some of these other maps, like City of Tears V2, or what about fucking Excalibur's Keep, or whatever, right? What makes these maps more unique? That's my question. That's my question by the end of the day. Yeah, I feel like that feedback would be key for improvement and development in the manufacturer, though I have really been getting into walks recently. May give me inspo for Volcano map sometime soon. Okay, I think maps like 4+ collaborations don't really work out because of different styles and terrain, and most times they look like a mess in most cases. Yeah, that's essentially it. It has a lot of tents, and most maps don't have that many. But these are tents that you see all the time, though. Like, I literally have these same kind of tents in medieval slums. Yeah, not always mesh spam, but mesh spam can be key in some cases, though. Not sure that they will always buy the highlight from Coolzak, because I don't think he likes 35 always. Highlights for perms now, not always cool. Same issue with OSTs in most maps, too. Yeah, well, more so these smaller maps than anything else. I think 35 is great, though. I don't know if FEU highlights perms, though. I'm not sure. Maybe highlight doesn't pay. Oh, well. I mean, it's payment regardless, but the way I like to see it is just that, like, I don't need to be the one to sit here and tell you, like, this isn't really highlight worthy. This isn't a map that's worth highlighting compared to a bunch of other maps. And I know, what is it? Comparison is the thief of joy. That's the saying, at least. But the difference is that the difference to me is that we take a look at stuff like this, and it's just like, well, what the hell, man? I don't need to be the one to sit here and tell you that this really isn't highlight worthy. Like, sure, it looks fine in some areas, but you have to take a overall arching look at the entirety of the map by its own accords. I, taking a look at it, just have decided that I don't really like it. But that's also where subjectivity comes into play. Maybe I don't like the map, maybe I don't think it's highlight worthy, but you guys might think it's highlight worthy, and you'll have a different opinion. Maybe highlight doesn't pay. Coolzak highlights, I'm pretty sure, like 35, no. They're like 25,000 Robux, if I recall correctly now. Which I'm going to remind you guys, highlights all the way back in like 2023, and I'm pretty sure 24, used to be like 40,000 and 45,000. I'm pretty sure there was a time where they used to hit up to like 55,000. Like, highlights used to be worth your bang and buck. I think highlight worthy really depends on the map. Maybe mesh spam is key, or just Coolzak likes 35. Maybe liquid breakout. I have no idea what you mean by Coolzak likes 35. The way way I see it is that there's just a certain level of standard you have to put yourself up to when it comes to map making. Okay? That's the way I see it. Is that there's just a certain level, there's a certain standard that you kind of have to put yourself higher up on the board for when it comes to map making. Otherwise, you're going to get a bunch of maps that end up feeling the same. You're going to end up getting a lot of snowy frosts. And even then, Snowy Frost is kind of at least a little bit more unique when it comes to the consensus of, like, some of the other maps, because at least it has stuff like stars that, yeah, sure, don't fit the theme, but they're there. So, I mean, at least there's that. And it's one of those things that I always like to think about when it comes to the consensus of maps, right? Or when it comes to my maps. There's two things I always think about, at least in the gameplay department. Number one, how can I make gameplay fun? What can I improve on? What can I do to make it better? Is there things that need to be changed? Gameplays that need to be alternated? Would a variant be cool in this part? Etc. And number two, what is this map doing to make itself unique from not only all my other maps, but other maps from the community as well that may have a similar theme? I feel like global warming in the long run, like you mentioned, in 20 years' time could lead to decrease in winter maps, which is sad because they like maps where snow, like Sub-Zero Sphere, so I want them to fix or fit. You're so right. You're so right. I'm not eating that bread, dude. That shit is as hard as a rock. Really, by the end of the day, I want maps that feel like there's soul and passion put into it. And there would have been a time where I said mega collabs, you know, like the one I just played, have soul and passion put into them. But the more that I play it nowadays, the more I'm just like, yeah, no, it really doesn't. The more I play mega collabs nowadays, the more I realize that they kind of all just play the same. Same platforming, same mesh platforms, same just everything. And it just gets to a point. It really does. It just gets to a point where it just becomes unfun to play. It's just rebranding a map over and over again. That's the way I think about it. And that's kind of also one of the other reasons why I decided to, you know, try and remake something like Whatsup or Real, because I feel like not only does that map stand out more than, you know, the 2026 and 2025, you know, maps nowadays for easy difficulty catalogs, with the exception of a very few couple, which is sad to say, honestly, because this map's a 2022 map. But also because I feel like, you know, what would it be like if it was modernized nowadays? Hence also why I like to take my time when it comes to maps like this as well. I think mega collabs need to be more organized. Maybe that's why winter maps are decreasing. No organization, but Liquid Breakout likes winter maps. Maybe they pay 20k like highlights. I don't even think that they... They don't even have highlights, do they? Yeah, stars could work, though. I haven't really noticed the implementation of hammers under the use of construction, forestry, and oceans, which kind of gives me a letdown as not highlighted yet for 20k bucks. Okay, what is this chat even devolving down into, is my question now. Oh, also, chat, do you want to see modernized luxuriant caverns? I'll give a little leak. I guess I'll give a baby little leak to you guys about luxuriant caverns. You guys will probably notice stuff already off the bat. More details around the starting area. I want to add more details in that area. I honestly don't think it's really well detailed in that part. This is the biggest change that I spend like an hour on. What do you think about the decrease of winter maps, though? Fan games like LB and FEU maybe add them more under the construction and maintenance of the game. Okay, that's great and all, but this map looks a bit unfinished. Oh my god, bruh. Okay, wait, what's this joke about? What's this joke about? Did I miss out on something about, like, jokes about LB and FEU having, like, higher pays than, like, Coolzack 35, or what did I miss out on? What are your thoughts on Nico, though, by the way? I already gave it to you, but I mean, I guess to refurbish it, or to retell you, I don't know what Nico did. He got banned for doing something stupid again. Apparently, he was being a creep again. He was already warned the first time. He should have just heeded the warning. What are you eating? My really, really, really hard piece of bread. See? Just slammed it on my table. A bunch of crust came off of it. I'm gonna need to clean it. We're just asking... We just want to know your opinion about these fan games and the Coolzack. And since he's the CEO of Floodescape 2 Corporation under development. Rations ash food, bro. I don't care about Liquid Breakout. I don't care about Floodescape Ultimate. I don't even really care about Tria. Are you ever going to make an extreme map? I think you're ready. No, I'm not making an extreme map. Okay, we already cycled back to this. Not only do I find extreme maps to be really unfun, but I just honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna make gameplay good for an extreme map. What are your thoughts on Dead by Daylight? Never played it. Some of the collaborations are cool, I guess, but I don't really know. I really haven't played Dead by Daylight a whole lot. I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. You missed my point. Wait, yeah, I like these fan games are underpaying. Meanwhile, some people are really struggling to pay bills. 20k highlight money's alright. Though I wish they added an optional map of the week under payment with it. No, I don't really care about... Here's the thing. I feel like map of the week is more so just a publicity thing. Like, hey, look at this really cool map that we picked out. Voni, how are you doing today? Oh, you already said it! I'm doing fine. Okay, we're going to play a FOP Doodle livestream, actually. I think I'm done streaming today. I mean, I've been streaming for like 3 hours. You missed my questions. I don't give a fuck, man. You guys are just repeating the same thing. Okay, I'm done. I'm done live streaming today. I'll do a little bit more working on Windswept Real here in the background, but I want to play Flopdoodle's live stream. I want to play in Flopdoodle's live stream, so am I good to do that, chat? Am I good to play Flopdoodle's live stream, or do you want me to live stream while in his game, while also, you know, live streaming? I guess I'll give you guys the option. Funny. However, I do think they should use locally sourced timber for production of these goods, though I think they should highlight more maps, not less. Hovering Enclaves was a while ago. Need more blur, I think. Okay, what opinion do you need me to know? What opinion do you need of mine to know? Bonnie, the stream looks a bit unfinished. You know what? Your mom looks a bit unfinished. Let me go cook her in the bed real quick. Wait. Yeah, maybe map of the week will add a payment, just maybe for underrated creators, or generic map gets highlighted of 20k bucks to pay bills. Nah. Let them get evicted. Dealer, I don't know what you think about the thing that happened with Foss. Can we get a quick opinion on what happened? By the way, highlights are releasing next batch. Wow, I want to know that highlights were being released next batch. Really? Oh, I'm really glad you clarified that. I mean, do I really need to tell you what I feel about Foss? It's literally opinion on Foss. It's literally a grass is green take. Foss is a bad person. It's good that Foss is no longer here, because it means that Foss can no longer groom children. Wow. Crazy, right? I know. What the fuck is this? No, I don't think they're gonna be influenced from Foss's whatever. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna look at this real quick. Okay, this looks showing caverns. Okay, there we go. Can you give me an opinion on underpaid mega collab? Maybe summer maps are more popular due to global warming and the decrease of winter maps. Maybe FEU highlight more summer winter map. Bro. Okay, I'm gonna just end live stream. You guys are being silly. I'm done for today. I'm gonna play Fopdoodle's live stream. Go play Fopdoodle's live stream. Okay? Okay. Goodbye, chat. No more jokes about Foss and Nico and FEU and LB and all the stuff. Okay, bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye!